is a collection of fairy tales, myths, folklore from around the world. And there's a tarot deck that goes along with this book. This book is by Yoshitani. So I'm just going to be flipping through a random page, and then I'll read you the story. This is actually the Emperor card. This story is King Arthur. A long time ago, Britain was invaded by the Saxons and its king deposed. Into this chaos, a prophecy arose that only the one true king would be able to pull a sword from an ancient stone. A king who would reunite Britain and banish the Saxons. Young Arthur was that one true king, and when he pulled out the sword effortlessly, the people rallied behind him. Aided by a wise old magician named Merlin, King Arthur gathered together the best knights in the kingdom and sat them down at the round table in his castle of Camelot. King Arthur repelled not only the Saxons' forces, but also supernatural threats, such as the giant cat monster Cat the Bullock, the enchanted and venomous boar. I can't pronounce that. The cynocephali dog-headed people, the giant, I can't pronounce that either, and many more. In one of his more notable adventures, King Arthur journeyed to the lake surrounding the magical island of Avalon after his sword was damaged. Taking a barge out into the waters, he was greeted by the Lady of the Lake, a magical nymph-like woman named Nimue. She rose out of the water to offer him the enchanted sword of Excalibur, granting him more power to banish the dark forces that plagued Britain. After King Arthur and his knights slew every outside force and vanquished every evil, they were able to reign with peace and prosperity. King Arthur and his queen ruled fairly and compassionately. They never had any children. Unfortunately, the peaceful rule came to an end when King Arthur's half-sister Morgan Le Fay aided the evil Mordred and attempted to usurp the throne. King Arthur managed to slay Mordred, but was mortally wounded during the battle. With his dying wish, he commanded that his sword Excalibur be given back to the Lady of the Lake. Nice. Okay. Let me open to a random story again. This is the Queen of Swords. This is my favorite Queen of Swords. This is a story about Turandot. This is a Chinese Arabic folk tale. There once was a princess named Turandot who was so beautiful that men constantly fell in love with her and proposed. But Turandot hated all men. What a vibe. She remembered her past life as a princess who was abused at the hands of an invading prince, and so Turandot swore to never marry. Still, men pursued her in droves, so she devised a challenge. Men who wished to propose to her had to answer 3 riddles. If they failed, they would be beheaded. Into this kingdom came the young prince of Tartary, his father, the deposed king of Tartary, and their lone servant, the young girl Liu. They arrived just in time to see the Prince of Persia fail the 3 riddles and die before the gold princess Turandot. The Prince of Tartary instantly fell in love with the Princess Turandot and proposed to her right then and there. she refused to speak, only calling the prince love. Finally, she fell on her own knife and died in the prince's arms. The prince, moved by loose compassion, rebuked Durandot for her cruelty. Princess Durandot, in a riot of confused emotions of love and hate, asked the prince to leave. Instead, he told her his name, Prince Caliph, son of Timur. As dawn rose, the emperor asked Princess Durandot for the prince's name. She called him Love, and they were soon wed. Interesting story. Let's read another one. We'll open it randomly. This is the star card in the tarot deck. I've read this one before. This is a story about sister Alionushka and brother Ivanushka. This is a Russian fairy tale. There once was an orphan girl named Alionushka. She lived with her younger brother Ivanushka. Ivanushka was still too young to work, so he would follow his sister to her job on the other side of the forest. The journey was long and hot for the young boy, so when he saw a cow hoof print filled with water, he asked his sister if he could take a drink from it. She told him to wait until they could drink from the well. He asked again when he saw another hoof print, this time a horse, filled with water. And again she told him to wait for the well. By the time he was so hot and thirsty that when he saw a goat hoof print filled with water, he didn't ask, he just drank. Immediately he was transformed into a little white goat, for the water had been a witch's trick. Alionushka, realizing what had happened to her brother, began to cry. She vowed to take care of him forever. Just then a merchant came riding by and saw the lovely Alionushka by the side of the road with a baby goat by her side. He asked her why she was crying, and when she told him her story, he instantly fell in love with her purity, and proposed to her right then and there. Alionushka agreed, and they were soon wed, and the three lived happily for some time. However, one day a witch kidnapped the goat brother and used him to lure Alionushka to the river. The witch seized the girl and tied her up, and weighed her down with stones before throwing her into the water. Ivanushka managed to escape the witch. He ran home and found that the witch had transformed herself to look like Alionushka. Alionushka's husband, who had been away during this adventure, did not notice any difference in his wife. The disguised witch tried to convince the merchant to eat the goat, but Ivanushka instead led him to the river to discover the real Alionushka. Knowing they had been deceived by the witch, Alionushka and her husband killed her, breaking the curse on Ivanushka. To their delight, he became a human boy again. Cute. Okay, we'll read one more story. Okay, this is the Eight of Swords card. So, this story is about donkey skin. This is a French fairy tale. There once was a handsome king who had a donkey whose droppings were gold. The king married the most beautiful woman in the world, and together they had a daughter and lived in peace in their prosperous kingdom. But one day, as the queen lay on her deathbed, she made the king promise not to marry again unless his new wife was as beautiful as she was. He agreed, and soon the queen died. Devastated, the king then tried to find a new wife, but he realized that only his own daughter was beautiful enough to fulfill the promise. I read this story, and yes, it is weird. The princess was mortified and asked her fairy godmother for help. Her fairy godmother advised that she make impossible demands of her father before giving her consent. So the princess asked for a dress as bright as the sun, a dress as mysterious as the moon, a dress as brilliant as the stars, and last a cloak made out of the skin of the marvelous gold-producing donkey. sick with